Hello, Pisces and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Welcome to Natural Healing Tarot. Today we are going to take a look at your weekend guidance tarot reading for January 10th through the 12th. And I just wanted to touch a little bit on the eclipse that's happening this Friday. Just because there is going to be a little bit of emotional pull. The eclipse is happening in Cancer. So it's going to have a little bit of emotional pull. What I mean by this is if you're having kind of a lower vibrational weekend, not really feeling it, that feeling is going to be intensified. If you try to be more calm, relaxed, enjoy, be happy, that emotion is going to be intensified. Now understand that there's still going to be, it's a Cancer full moon. So it's still going to be a little bit of a drain on our emotions. You may experience kind of a little bit of like an ebb and flow, arising emotions, not knowing where they're coming from. So just be aware of that. Pay attention. If you guys do find the messages helpful or that it resonates with your situation, please feel free to like the video or comment below. Also, if you would like future messages, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Everyone is always welcome here, and I upload messages daily. So, let's see, Pisces. First card out is Playful. And the next is Confidence. This is looking like a positive weekend. So just remember that it is a good thing to have the positivity intensified, but even still with that, there still may be some sadness that arises, right? And the last card we have is Rigid. I do get the sense here that you are having more of a fun time, right? Your confidence is exuding from you, but I do feel with Rigid coming up, there's still a wall. There's still a blockage here. There's still some type of barrier. I do feel like you are trying to brush it off, okay? Let it roll off your back. But with Rigid coming out as the last card, I feel like it's not able. You're not able to just roll it off. Let's see. See if we can get more information about this blockage for Pisces. What is going on for Pisces? Now, with Playful coming out, there could be a celebration that you're going to this weekend, some type of gathering where you're going to be interacting with people, having more of a happy-go-lucky time. King of Wands. Fool in reverse. So again, there's that delay, that blockage. Now, with the Fool in reverse here, Pisces, I feel like this delay is going to continue until you're able to release this blockage. And I want to say this blockage it's a defense mechanism. It's a belief system that you've instilled to block people from hurting you or block a certain situation from happening. But when we're having our guard up, blocking out the negativity, blocking out the hate, blocking out the negative experiences, we're also blocking out the love. We're blocking out the positive experiences as well. It's really unhealthy for humans to be closed off emotionally. That's really where mental illness starts. That's where depression starts. That's where anxiety, PTSD, all these different things. It's because people were told to suppress their emotions so much, it built up over time. And now I get the sense here, Pisces, that there's something internal that you're going to have to work on um, before things will start turning around for you. And I want to say that this has to deal with relationships. So, for instance, if you're having a partnership or a relationship and it gets to a certain point and then you can't get it past that point, you guys break up or separate for whatever reason, you come back into union or find another partner, and the same thing happens. It's because of this blockage. It's because of this belief system. I'm not capable of loving. My picker's broke. I always pick the wrong partner. Whatever the belief system is, it's going to be different for each person. Now, if this is playing out within career, which I'm more getting the pull towards relationship, but it very well could be finances or career. If this is a blockage around money, then you won't be able to make it to that next level until you release this belief system. So that's the belief systems like money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that, or rich people stay rich, poor people stay poor, these types of belief systems. The next card out is the Strength card in reverse. This tells me this is something that needs to be accepted, okay, and worked on. Self-mastery, self-healing, self-discovery process, taming the inner beast, all of that stuff. But when it's in the reverse, it says, no, you don't want to do this, or you're not willing, or you can't see this path forward. And it's really up to you, Pisces. If ignorance is bliss to you and you don't want to ever, you're okay with well enough, that's fine. It's okay. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But if spiritual enlightenment and ascension and learning about yourself, self-discovery, self-mastery, healing, if all these things intrigue you, then you're going to have to go through this process. And it's not going to be rainbows and lollipops. It's not like you get to go have bubble baths and massages and everything's okay. Those massages and bubble baths and the self-care acts that people do, it's to make themselves feel better while they're processing these suppressed emotions. The Four of Cups is telling me, it's the next card out, it's telling me what you're struggling with. Okay, I feel like you're struggling with really going in and internally looking at these things. Maybe you're sometimes still operating from the ego level. This is the energy that's picking up right here is a person who is in their beginning phases of their ascension journey, because I feel like you go back and forth from this clarity of what you need to do and what steps you need to take, and then maybe something triggers you to go back to the way you used to be or the old way of thinking. And one thing that I want to mention here is, if this is happening or if this is resonating with you, don't beat yourself up over that, because that's part of the process. You sometimes will have to go through that process several times before you actually make it to the other side. But each time you're going through that process, you're learning something new. Eight of Cups. This is you. So, processing these emotions, okay? Really, the Eight of Cups is walking away, okay? But walking away with a higher understanding, a higher knowing of this is why things happened the way that they did, and accepting your part in this. I also get the sense here, Pisces, that if this is a relationship that this is resonating for, which is the most likely situation, I do feel like you've learned the lessons that you've needed to learn within the situation. But I feel like after going through what you've gone through, you really just want to take some time to yourself. You really just want to go within, process, almost like a hermit type of energy. The lesson that's to be learned within all of this, Six of Pentacles, not spreading yourself too thin. Also, this card, it's like splitting energy. We're not being fully committed, pretty much. Okay, the sense I'm getting here, Pisces, is this belief system has to do with commitment. So there may be a commitment issue that you're going to have to work on. That's going to help you move forward. Fear of commitment, okay? Again, not really wanting to see, not really wanting to pay attention, really being indecisive about how to move forward. There is a need here, though, Pisces, to try and come out of this energy. Try and take a little bit of time this weekend to just meditate, contemplate, you know, look over your life and see what's really, you know, the positive experiences, the negative experiences, how these have affected you, how this outcome has led you to where you are now. Seeking the information, asking the questions. There is going to be a proposal that I'm not saying it's going to happen this weekend, but I feel like there's going to be a proposal or an offer in love that's going to help you through this, okay? But if you're not paying attention, if you're not seeking answers, you're not stepping outside of your box, out of your comfort zone, you're not going to be presented with this opportunity. Okay, so you have really a decision to make. Are you going to stay stuck? Are you going to not accept the position you're at in this grieving process? Or are you going to accept and start this process of moving forward? Seeking information, seeking guidance. I really feel that's most likely why you need to take some time by yourself and really get clear on what it is that you truly want. You know, what do you envision your partnership being like? Maybe marriage isn't something that you can envision for yourself right now because of these commitment issues. There may be something that you have to work on internally, you know, something that you went through in your childhood. Maybe it was something with your parents or something with your grandparents. Maybe it had to do with one of the very first relationships that you ever had. Whatever the case may be here, this blockage is going to continue to cause these delays until it is resolved. I'm going to pull some fairy tarot, see if we can see a little bit more information, because I get the sense here that the reason you're not wanting to take a look at this is because you're maybe have a lot on your plate. There's a lot of stress, a lot of burden coming up, okay? It's going to happen very suddenly. It's going to happen very quickly. This switch is just going to flip in your mind. I feel like once the switch is flipped, it's not going to be hard to go into this hermit mode. Okay, you're going to get sick of the confusion. You're going to get sick of the indecisiveness. So I do want to do an extended reading here. I'm going to take a look at this new person coming in, this new proposal. We'll also pull a couple cards for this past person, what their position is, just to be sure. And then we'll look at the outcome, how to move forward in this. So pull out the Psychic Tarot, the guidance cards. If it's something you're interested in, the link will be below in the description box. The Power Thought card that's coming out for you, Pisces, today is every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. So Pisces, if you want to get in on the extended reading, the link will be below in the description. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.